Hello, everybody. Laura back again. Thank you for coming if you're watching it live. Thank you for watching it replay if that's how you're watching. Hi, Sue. Thanks for coming. Come on. Yeah. I was trying to get a hold of somebody. And anyway, I couldn't get a hold of them. I was on ad nauseum music. Yeah. On hold. There we go. So, Tuesday Yarn Talk with Laura. And as my life has been. Hello, Suzanne. Thanks for coming. As my life has been the way it has been for a couple of years now. Excuse me. I am working on the lumen. Uh-oh, did I drop one? Oh, they're right there. Okay. But I have to rewrite my numbers. And 146 and 147 do it 3 times. Hi, Lynette. Thanks for coming. Okay, I'm on the lace round. I haven't done anything since I showed it on Saturday. Karen Wagner. So what are we discussing today? Oh, not a lot. This is the, whoops, forgot to turn my light on. This is the Lumen shawl that I've been working on. And I am back to the feathered or leaf design. I'm not sure which it is that this is right here. This is knit. I have been working on this for a while. So hopefully I will get this done, but I had to open the window. It's like 2 degrees or 4 degrees, something like that, 3 to 4 degrees cooler outside than it is in my apartment. I'm going outside shortly, so I'll listen but won't be chatting. Okay. But thank you for coming, Karen. I appreciate it. So this has been an interesting project. And now I think I'm about to run out of yarn before I get to the end. Excuse me. Yes, it's 3 o'clock, so it's my time to yawn. I thought I turned you off, phone. Good grief. Thank you. And I'm also working on, uh-oh, I lost my stitch marker. Where'd it go? Oh no. It's the important stitch marker too. The one that tells me when I've hit the end of my round. Well, phooey, it's gone. Did it fall on the floor? In the, oh, found it. It's in my lap. Of course it is. Yes, interesting projects to say the least. And you ate it, huh, Sue? I hope I didn't drop a stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I did not drop a stitch. So flip this thing back around so I can, let's get this out of my lap. Hi, I hate working with black yarn. Oh, well, it's dark purple, but I understand. I am the same way when it comes to black. I just do it by feel. I don't have the yarn with me to start the uh, big crochet octagons. I think it's 8-sided that I like to do. But I sort of just do that black and hope it looks right because, yeah, I don't do black yarn very well anymore either. Okay, so I'm working on this little baby dress. This is the 3-month size. And I am in the knit to purl to section here. I think I'm almost done with that. I refuse to work with, oh, avoid black too. Yep. I refuse to work with black yarn. Yeah, I bet you do, Sue. Okay, so I need to make sure I have 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm not there yet. I got 2 more rows, it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, no, that'd be 3 more, wouldn't it? That one doesn't count. This one counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over and back. Oh yeah, that'd be right. That'd be right. So this is the dark, dark blue that I had, and I thought it would look really cute at the bottom of this dress. I decided to go with the all the denim yarn here. That's what this one is called. Dark, dark green yarn is getting there too. Yeah, I hear that one too. Um, Dark purple, I'm doing okay with knitting wise. Now, if I was doing it in crochet, maybe not. And I have a darker purple than this one is too. Um, so this one was supposed to be 3 colors. This section, and then this section, and then from here up was supposed to be a 3rd color, and I decided not to go with the 3rd color, just to do the rest of it in this denim yarn. I've taken to 7 dark gray in patterns, edges, etc. Yeah, I can agree with that one, especially after knitting the Penguin Kindle cover for my youngest son. Oh my gosh, yeah, I bet. That's a great idea, Karen. Yeah, it is a great idea. Um, like I said, though, with knitting, it's a little bit different, especially for me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I like to keep my stitches spread out so that they're easier to see. When it comes to knitting, it's a little easier. And I don't have eyesight issues that some of you have. I do know that when I take off my glasses, I should walk around because I get dizzy. And that's not good either, especially when your balance is a little screwy and your walking is not normal anymore. And no matter how hard my physical therapist tried to convince me that I could walk normal again, I still don't. No, I want it to go that way. No, I want it to go this way. There we go. So I'm going to start this lace round, excuse me. I am getting so close. I'm on round 148, and it has 161 rounds before bind off. Lost my spot. I did that. So that yarn over that one. Okay, I remember where I'm at. Slip, slip, knit. Yay! I have a neck light that I have to use for the dark yarns. Yeah, I don't have one. But I have my Verilux. It sits on the floor and it hangs over, and I can adjust it. It's got a movable neck, so I can adjust the light to where I need it. I had when I misplaced it, so looking to find the backup as soon as possible. Understandable. But I love my Verilux lamp. And I also have a little OttLite that's here on the table, which I use mostly for sewing on my sewing machine on the other side behind the computer. I use a neck light whenever I have to work with dark black thread or yarn. Yep, I bet you do, Sue. Excuse me. So I've shown you the 2 projects I'm working on at the moment. I have 2 crochet projects that I need to get finished. Although I gotta redo the sleeve because I don't like the way the sleeve's looking on my cocoon cardigan. So I'm gonna change the way I was doing the sleeve, and it'll look better. Oh, no, it doesn't look right the way I'm doing it. which I thought it would, but it doesn't. So, and the baby blanket, I need to get back to that. A good friend gifted it to me. Oh, yes. Okay. I probably should put that on my Amazon wish list for the channel. That definitely would make sitting in bed a little bit easier, whether I'm reading or crocheting or knitting. So, excuse me, just went into Wi-Fi. I have the internet hardwired to my computer, and it still took me to Wi-Fi. Did I miss Dawn coming in? Hi, Dawn. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming. Crafters, they change the way they do things instead of changing what they do. That's true. That's true. Mother's Day present. Yay. Yeah. Yep, that's true. So I haven't done much since Sunday. I'm happy I caught you at Laura's Yarn Talk. Thank you, Dawn. Excuse me. Sorry. And I can't take a nap today because I took a nap yesterday. I've got to sleep tonight. So I have to get up early. The last day of Bible study. My friend wanted me to get into this Bible study, so that I did. I've spent my whole life adapting the way I do things. No kidding. And we all do, especially over time. But somebody that has issues almost from birth, I can definitely understand that. But then I mean, I've had my hearing issue since I can remember. I hear really well with this ear, but I hear everything at the same volume. So something might eke through all the rest of the noise, and I try to focus on that, especially if I'm focusing on a person's voice. I don't do well in a large situation with people all talking at the same time. A large group gathering is what I meant, with people all talking at the same time, and I don't do very well. I can't hear. In echoey rooms, it doesn't work very well for me. This ear hears things normally, so they're not all at the same volume. So something from far away may not come through as easily as it would for this ear because of the other sounds between me and that noise, where this ear picks up everything at the same volume, which makes it hard to hear and understand people in particular. But it's the ear that I put my phone to. It's the ear that I will go like this if I'm trying to hear. I'm trying to get whatever that noise is or that person's voice into my ear. So I'm working with cotton today, dishcloths, hot pads, scrubbers, etc. Well, Karen, that fits right in with this month's make along. We're making something small this month. So dishcloths, hot pads, scrubbers, toasters. What was the other thing I said on Sunday? Anyway, that runs through to the end of the month, and then I would like pics. If you want to take pics as you go along and get stuff done, that's great. It's laurasyarntalk@gmail.com. That's LaurasYarntalk@gmail.com. And then I will put all the pictures and I will say the person's name, or I will type it in so that the tag is there, like my name here, but in the video, but it would be just, for that picture. I try to mix it up. I don't do it the same way all the time, but I try to do one. I'm trying to do one every month. Okay. Okay. Um, so Karen, if you would send in some pictures of what you got made and let me know what they are, because sometimes it's hard to tell from a picture, then I will put you in my next make-along video. I try to put it out by the end, well, I try to put it out at the end of the first week of the next month. Uh, so I always give you when to send the pictures in by, and I can't remember off the top of my head what I put down, so give me a second. And it ends on the 31st of May, and I wanted the pictures by the 8th so that I can get out the make-along video. I think I'm calling it monthly make-along now. So that just fits right in with Make Something Small. And I don't know what I'll do during the summer, but that one I was just sitting here thinking, boy, I wish I wasn't trying to finish this giant circle shawl, because it's wool and it sits in my lap in a hot apartment and makes me even hotter. But I opened the bedroom window before I came on. So, um, so that's what I'm working on. That's my plans to get back to those 2 crochet projects, or at least one at a time. I'm trying to get things finished. That's part of my theme this year for myself more than anybody else. But that's part of my theme for this year, is trying to get things finished. I had to make along for a top, and I didn't even get mine started because I'm trying to get this one finished. And it doesn't help when I'm not in the mood. It doesn't help when I'm not in the mood. And I tried to make small talk. It didn't come out well. Oh, Lynette. Uh, um, Forgot what I was saying. Oh, like sometimes I'll turn the TV on and I can't do the lace rounds when I'm watching TV. And sometimes I just want to sit there and veg. It's like, okay, I just need a night off, I just need time to just let my brain empty out, which relieves the stress yeah, because of my life. Excuse me. I probably should put it out on my community tab too, which might help you remember, Karen. But I try to remember to add it to the videos. So once this live is done, I will try to remember to add it to this video. You don't have a TV? I probably shouldn't have a TV, especially as much time as I've been spending on YouTube watching my shows. I tell you, I'm getting good at reading um, closed caption, listening to one language and then reading in English in closed caption. It's very interesting, but I can't crochet or knit while I'm doing that either. So that takes time away from it. But I'm working on it, and eventually we'll have the air conditioning running, and I will have to open the windows in order to warm up my apartment. Well, no, I'll just turn the air conditioning off and, turn the heat up, turn the air conditioning off. No, it doesn't work that way. We have heat or we have AC. That's just the way it is in this place, and that's okay. I wish we didn't have a TV. That darn thing drives me nuts. I'm sure it does. Oh, excuse me, darn it. I have projects I should do when I'm watching TV, but I always forget about being prepared because when I'm in the mood to just sit and veg, I want to release everything from my head. And crocheting does that for me if it's a simple, easy, repetitive stitch and it's just the same thing over and over and over. Or I just change colors every now and then. And that's all I have to watch, just how many times I've done the color or the yarn, because I love variegated yarn. So the variegated yarn. And Oh, this one needs a new bag. This bag's all ripped up from the chair. His hair wheels have been tearing it up. If I got rid of the TV, then there is the computer, my tablet for reading books, etc. And yep, yep, it's not just the one, is it? I know. I know. That was part of what happened. I know. I wow, we're up to 8. I'm surprised. I didn't notice the number jump. I I like TV. Um, I I I do like TV. It helps me just to veg. I try not to do it more than once a week, but sometimes it's unavoidable because the balls are all flying in the air and not one of them is ready to fall into my hand to give me the information I need so that I can plan. But I have to make the plans whether or not I have that information at this point. And I can't tell you what the plans are. I will get to that later when I can tell you. Hi, Nifty. Thanks for coming, sweetie. And I've got so much to do. I do like a good documentary once in a while. Even having TV just for background doesn't work if you talk to the news. I know, right? I don't even watch the news anymore though because of that. Today I was at an appointment and they had the TV on and they were talking about these chickens had chicken crates and chicken full of little chickens that had fallen off this truck in Pittsburgh, I think. Not don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure if I remember that part right. And I didn't really talk back to the TV, but as soon as the little story was over about the chickens and how they were walking around on the sidewalk. Um, oh no, it was New York. That's what it was. I don't know why I thought it was Pittsburgh, but it was New York. It's Brooklyn. See, yeah. Anyway, and as soon as it finished, I just started bawling. Not loud because I was in waiting room. But, I'm just tears running down my face, running down my cheeks, and then I'm just like this, just crying, and I'm not sure exactly why, but grief has to come out. So sometimes you don't know what's going to trigger it, and I have a lot of grief triggers, although a couple of them have stopped, which is nice because I was tired of crying over a TV commercial. But it's still, you never know when that grief is going to come out, what's going to trigger it. So, excuse me. Um, it's a nice walk though, up the hill and back down the hill. I hope they weren't emotional support chickens. I don't think so. And you were just very emotional right now. You're just very emotional right now, and the poor defenseless little chickens. And they were kind of cute. They weren't little. They were little ones. That they were about that big. So their legs were longer, and they weren't just fluffy yellow chicks. They actually looked like they were white with a little bit of gray. So they're a little bit older. There wasn't just the down feathers anymore. And but yeah, I think you're right. I think it was just those poor defenseless little chickens. But like I said, you never know what's going to trigger it and where it's going to come out. Meat size and grief is a crazy animal. Yes, it is. Meat size. No, I mean they were. Oh, I don't know. They weren't full grown, though, that's for sure. They were just like just up from being little chicks, next size up. More like Cornish hen size or even smaller. But they weren't ready to be eaten, no. I think they were being taken from one place to another, where they were grown from eggs and then hatch and grow up a little bit, and then they're taken to another place to be a part of whatever. And I don't eat meat anymore, so I don't want to talk about it anymore. Oh my goodness. Um, they were flying the coop. I know that somehow the back door, cuddle sized, yeah. Hi, Bryn Michelle. Um, Somehow the back door of the truck, because it had those open. It was they were like, and all they were. It was one of those kind of trucks trailers. I mean, where the air can flow through, so the stink blows off. You know what I mean? And it was full of these little plastic things with the little chickens in them. And somehow the back door swung open as it's trying to go up to the Brooklyn Expressway, and and like two things, as tall as the trailer of two stacks. That's what I was trying to say. Fell out of the truck and onto the road, and some of the little chickens got free and running around and finding places to hide. They were just sort of huddling. Okay, they have wings, but my hands don't go that. Yes, the tailgate opened. Yes, somehow the tailgate, just that door just swung open, and two stacks of chickens fell out. And I was just, and after that story was over, I just cried and cried. It was like, what in the world? It's just trigger in me. Wow. So that was really interesting. But yeah, grief is a crazy animal. I like the way you put that, Karen. And wow, we're up to 9. Oh, thank you, everybody. I love it when the numbers are up that high. I love it. I love getting over 10, because then I know that my lives are actually, you know, drawing some people, if not as many maybe as somebody else, but drawing some people to the live itself. And I like that. So thank you very much, everybody, for getting the 9 today. Um, it just helps me to feel that what I'm doing is at least reaching somebody, even though sometimes I end up talking about my life more than my projects. Oh well, life goes on. I'm trying to remember when to stop on certain subjects, and that is, that I have to tell myself sometimes, no, you can't talk about that, Laura. So sometimes you'll hear me say that, and it is nice to know that I am reaching some people. I do remember when my Sunday lives would get up to 20. We had a tornado warning in my city, just north where I live. I already had snack. I understand about reaching for words and they elude you. I had a stroke 2 years ago, and I still have moments a word or number ducks me. And mine is just the pain meds I'm on. It hides things in my brain from me, and I cannot get them out. But thank you for sharing that, Karen. And I'm sorry that you had a stroke, honey. I hope that you've come mostly back from that. We had a tornado warning in my city just north of where I live. Always. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is nice to know that I'm reaching some people, and I appreciate you all for showing up. All right, well, it's 3:30, and I got to make sure I don't fall asleep, so I got to get up. Probably sit in my chair and try to knit for a little while because I got to make sure. Oh, and Sue had a stroke 4 years ago, and I'm trying to not have one. So, okay, everybody. Kisses and hugs. Be safe. And I'll be back next Sunday, but not next Tuesday. I know it gets confusing, but I will be back next Sunday. And the next Friday Live is not this Friday, but the next Friday. Still cannot walk without assistance. Well, neither can I, really. So I understand. But bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. Be safe. Love you all. Goodbye.